What's up, guys? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and today we got Dragon Ball Super episode 131 and the short season finale with your boy Big A.
What up, guys? This is the quote unquote final episode.
Yeah, um, well, a lot has happened in this episode, and basically we kind of had the Tournament of Power finale happen within 15 minutes. Um, Things started out with Frieza and 17 getting up ready to team up against Jiren, and Jiren looked like he was about to die. How do you feel about Jiren being so fatigued that the likes of Frieza and 17 can hurt him?
Man, that just shows you how intense that last episode was, like, for real. And then speaking about almost dying, 17 earlier on fucking almost self-destructed, which he survived, like much like Vegeta did. And then we got all this tactical hand swapping of 17 and Frieza assisting each other.
Yeah, this reminded me of playing Dragon Ball Fighters, where one character would go in and the other one would come out to help with distracting the enemy. Um, yeah, it shows that it kind of just shows what the tournament has done to people. Like someone like Jiren who's basically been cherry picking people. And for those who know what cherry picking is, it's a basketball term where somebody, instead of going down court to play defense, they stay on their half of the court. So when the ball gets back, they basically got a free shot. Jiren kind of been doing that for most of the tournament until he had to fight Goku, Hit. That's about it. But even he got exhausted from this tournament. I think it was a good, nice little mix-up to show even he's vulnerable.
Yeah, man. Even for someone like Jiren who attained all this unbelievable strength, honestly, unbelievable strength by fighting, even he changed and got stronger through the tournament, and then at the end got extremely fatigued.
I mean, it just shows that nobody's invincible. Like, it reminds me of when we fought Anirazuma. Like, when we knocked down his receptor, it just made him more vulnerable for our attacks. Because I think Anirazuma probably could have taken out everybody in the tournament if it wasn't for 17's shield into the energy wave he had. Just shows how selfless 17 is. We'll get to that in a minute with this. Um, Jiren, for this is very weird what happened here. Jiren was on his knees, ready to accept his fate as Frieza pointing the death beam at him. We see Belmont saying Jiren did well, and then Topo had to speak out of the crowd to motivate Jiren to fight. This is very weird to me because we're used to seeing on the flip side where our peoples would be the ones giving up ready to die, and our supporting characters would tell them to get up and fight. Do you like that little change in perspective?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate what Topo was trying to do there. He saw that true strength, at least this is what I gathered from his reaction, from how our characters were fighting. He gathered that true should people have with each other, and that Jiren, at his most desperate moment, really needed that to get back up.
I thought Topo was just saying, "Hey man, we came too far for you to give up," and he noticed it while Jiren didn't notice it. Like you said, it's that Jiren, for all of his life, cut off people. He thought friendship was weak. That's kind of what I was alluding to about last week's episode with his actions. But he really was carrying the hopes and dreams of not just his teammates, but the entire universe. So Topo's kind of telling him, "Hey man, you gotta get up because this is bigger than just your pride." And even so, your pride is still on the line. You gotta fight for yourself at the very least. And that's exactly what Jiren did. He got up and he stomped out Frieza for a second time, three times overall in the tournament.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. Like this was really really cool just to see him. All the characters left at this point in the tournament of power just get knocked down over and over, getting up like,
Yeah,
man,
I did.
crazy.
I did appreciate that he had enough strength to throw an energy wave towards Frieza and 17, but this is my personal take on it. Goku was basically murdered by using Ultra Instinct last week. And somehow he was able to get up despite basically getting shot in the back last week and was able to help stop the energy wave Jiren through. Now, do you agree with me about plot when it comes to Goku's ability to get up?
But it's Goku.
Bro, 3 episodes ago when 17 sacrificed himself, Goku couldn't even get up, and then the week after that, Vegeta basically died and gave Goku like a speck of dust worth of energy, and he got up and went blue. Now my man can get up and barely go Super Saiyan. It's like, what, boy? Where's this energy coming from?
It's Goku's hidden energy. Oh man, I don't know. I know severe plot armor for Goku, but man, he's the main man.
I mean, I do appreciate what happened after that scene where we see both. For one, something. If you told people this 20 years ago, or even at the start of Super, that this will happen, they will say you're lying. We saw Goku and Frieza teaming up to take on Jiren. Oh God.
Bro, if you told me this last episode, I wouldn't believe you.
I would have believed it based on what the preview showed, but I wouldn't have believed it if you told me this years ago when I was a kid growing up watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, bro, they're mortal enemies, and now you see Goku and Frieza pretty much working together hand in hand. Goku throwing Frieza at Jiren, and then trying to Super Saiyan, but he can't because he's so low on energy. So them pretty much dragging Jiren down with them, and then they all get eliminated.
Yeah, man, that was so weird. It's like watching. It's like if you did this Injustice story mode. It's like the Joker helping out Batman. It's kind of like Superman helping out Lex Luthor. It's I don't know what else type of comparison I can make. It's like a lot of things going wrong. It's like a slave owner working with a black guy to get a job done because they're the complete polar opposites. They're supposed to be killing each other, but they didn't this time. And like you said, they sacrificed themselves just to win the tournament. That was incredible character development, in my opinion, for both Goku to not be the guy to take the easy dub and be the last one standing, and for Frieza, who, if he played his cards right, he could have manipulated 17 to take the dive and probably get the Super Dragon Balls.
Yeah, and at that point, all the shit would have been erased, and that really goes to show that, at least I believe, same person, like you said, major character development. I think, everyone has their own opinions, but we get slaughtered for mine. I think
Boy,
Frieza is actually not as evil as a guy that he used to be, and now, as he goes back and gets his army back together. I think it really isn't for as evil of a purpose as before. It's more of to get powerful.
so his response to getting powerful is to basically pick up some people just so they could basically go into the slaughterhouse when he goes back to Earth. For me, I think Frieza, what's going on with him was more so he realized what the situation was. Like I made that Injustice comparison earlier with Batman and the Joker. They were both stuck in a parallel universe where Superman was basically a draconian, and the only way they were going to get out of their lives is if everybody worked together. I feel like that's what Frieza was in comparison to the Injustice plotline, where look, we're all gonna probably die if we don't work together. Especially me, because I got this damn halo in my head. If I die from being erased, there's no coming back at all. I think that's what he was looking at it like. I don't see this as Frieza turning over a new leaf whatsoever because he's been fooling people for a long time.
I hope it is though. I really do because, of course, everyone's asses was on the line, for universe erasure. But I feel like that really does something to a person.
Um, yeah, we had a weird audio cutout, people. I think you're talking about like Frieza and how he's potentially turning over a new leaf.
And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this can really change a person. Um, when the universe is on the line, of course you're forced to work with people that you wouldn't normally work with. Hope that it wasn't just that. I hope that it really did, as you said, turn over a new leaf for Frieza. And we'll find out, of course, because this isn't the actual end.
I seriously doubt it. I think they are probably foreshadowing a new arc or a sub arc if they brought Frieza back. Because if they wanted to, they could have brought somebody who's less evil than Frieza back to help out in the tournament. Because, everybody still wants Cell to come back. He has the same growth potential as Frieza, if not greater, because he has Frieza cells and Saiyan cells. And, I don't know, I feel like Frieza's saying, I can go back to my evil ways, right? With him telling them, hey guys, I'm about to go back and do some crazy shit. Get ready. But, it's whatever. I think the next topic I want to talk about was just the Super Dragon Balls in general. And your boy was right from episode 1 of our series with his reviews. Your boy 17 made the wish. Oh, man.
Yeah, you were definitely right. And at this point, it was to be expected because there's so many universes that we wanted back, especially Universe 6 and Universe 11 now, with Goku wanting to see Jiren again. And yeah, this really makes future of Dragon Ball really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad this wish happened. People were speculating on it. I remember you said something like, "Yeah, you think it's gonna wish all the evil out the universe?" And people were talking about like, "Oh, they might just wish back Universe 6, or they're probably gonna wish for GT or some stupid things like that." And
Who the fuck said that?
just check the internet. It's like the internet is at the
All right, hold up,
at the
hold
tip
up.
of your
Side
finger.
note, whoever said that is a fucking idiot.
Wow. I think honestly, looking back at 17's wish and what he sacrificed 4 or 5 episodes ago, I think this was actually foreshadowing the ending. Because when he was protecting Goku and Vegeta, he told them, "Hey Goku, like forget my boat. I got something more I want to do." And then he kind of quote unquote exploded. And in this episode, he looks up at Goku, he smiles, and he's like, "I want to wish back all the universes." When I could connect those two, I'm like, damn, they kind of low key told us the ending before we even knew about it.
Yeah, you really had to read in between the lines for that one. Uh, Other wish was made because you know what?
Yeah, you go in and out. I think it's just 17 would have. It'd been so funny if he wished for his boat, and then later on, Zeno erased everybody because of that. Because they did promise
Yeah,
17 his boat.
yeah. I mean, you could just use the regular Dragon Balls for that, for real.
I mean, yeah, that, or you could have just done like what they did at the very end for it, which we could get about that in a second. I think it was interesting what Zeno was thinking about when it came to this tournament. Like, from day one, we all thought this tournament was just going to be him legitimately want to race people. It's been hyped up to be that way. And even like their dialogue when they were checking out the other universes, him and the others, were like, "Who you think is gonna win?" "Ooh, I don't know. I think Goku's gonna win." And they're looking at the other universes. Grand Priest gave us the revelation that Zeno knew this would happen, like the outcome of the Dragon Balls.
Right.
And if somebody wished for anything selfish, he was gonna erase everything. How hard, how nerve wracking is that?
Man, this is a little fucking baby, bro.
I'm,
To be
I mean,
like, holy shit.
it's scary, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, damn, even Zeno isn't just so childish and innocent. He's actually giving people a test. Like, this isn't trying to be all religious like or anything, but if anybody who has ever heard any religious doctrines know that this happens a lot. Like, for example, God tested Abraham by telling him, "Hey man, I want you to sacrifice your son to me." And right before Abraham was about to, he was like, "Nah, man, it was a test. It was a test. Calm down. Put the axe down. This is me talking to you." Zeno kind of did the same thing here. We told us, all right, everybody, you're gonna fight for your lives. You're about to be really selfish, do some things you never thought you would do, and then I'm giving you Super Dragon Ball, which grant you any wish you want, anything your heart's desire. And yet, we were this close to being erased. If any other universe would have this Dragon Balls.
Yeah, man. Imagine Jiren would have gotten the Dragon Balls.
Oh,
Everything would
GG.
have been fucked up.
I remember when they were showing all the universes being brought back. Like I was looking at them, I was like, damn. As I look at these, none of these universes would have done this thing we did. Maybe Universe 6 because we have a bond with them, and
How
Kaba.
about universe? How about the universe?
What, Ribrianne's universe?
Yeah.
Hell no. You saw that they were low-key roasting people in the tournament, and then they kept attacking Goku when he was fatigued.
True.
Like I said, I don't see anybody else's universe doing this. I think we actually heard from Ribrianne what her wish would have been for Super Dragon Balls. I think it was something like spreading love even further out into the other universes. So, if that's the case, there's still 4 universes. A universe is pretty big. But if you wanted to stretch it even further and kind of make headcanon, you could have said that, yeah, she's going to bring back the other universes and spread her love manually.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
Well, OG 17 for the win.
hell yeah, 17 really takes the cake. It explains why they pushed so hard for him to be in this episode, because when you saw 17 in the promotional poster, and like I alluded to in my Dragon Ball characters list, when you saw 17, you're like, oh cool, they brought 17 back. Neat. And in this, I mean, you're thinking that he's going to be a random character. He's just here to add a little bit more depth to the roster, because he's definitely better than Yamcha any day of the week. But you think, okay, he's here, that's it. But then everything he did in this tournament, he was the true MVP. My God, I never thought a non-Ultra Instinct character would do that.
Or even debatable non-blue character.
Hell yeah. I mean, when you saw 17 swap pants with Goku, everybody was writing them off as, oh, this is the same inconsistent BS as when, like, Goku went blue on Krillin. And everybody's thinking, oh, Goku was heavily suppressed against 17. Nah, he kind of wasn't. And then 17 held his own against the best of them. Took on Annie Razma, took on Topo, took on Jiren, and he even helped eliminate other universes. My man was a beast.
Man was Master Roshi up in here, for real.
It's weird to say that because there was a Roshi in this one. But my man was basically your boy John Stockton. And for anybody out there who don't know about anything about John Stockton, he is an NBA point guard. He's considered one of the best point guards of all time because he assisted in so many areas. In fact,
He is the assistant god, for real.
this is John Stockton's numbers. My man's career. My man played from 84 all the way to 2003. My man's had 10 assists a game in his entire career. That's his average. So, those numbers seem comparable to 17, if I gotta be honest.
Man, he fucking saves trillion people's of lives, bro.
Probably even more than that. I can't fathom how many people live on it. Because Earth is considered a tiny planet. And assuming Earth has the same number as we do on our planet, that's 8 billion people on our tiny little rock. Imagine the bigger planets out there. And then branching out to a universal scale. Oh, man. That's probably septillions to... I can't fathom the number.
Like, infinity, bro. And then, at the same time, what does this mean for, like, Zeno? Like, what kind of fucking omni-god is this person? If we made one wrong wish, he would literally erase fucking everything, bro.
I mean, it's like I alluded to about, like, the religious doctrines out there. Like, this... If you looked at different ones out there, this has happened in the past. Like, I'm using the Christianity version of religious doctrines because that's the one I'm most familiar with. So don't get offended, anybody watching this. God saw how corrupted and evil the earth was. So he told Noah to, hey man, build this ark and put 2 of every animal on it. And I'm going to flood the earth. I'm letting you and your family live because y'all are the only good people out here. I kind of got that vibe out of Zeno. when he said that, you know, this tournament is gonna either eliminate everybody or it's gonna save a bunch of people, based on how people will react. Because if you look at Universe 9, the universe with the furries on it, they were a wasteland, if I gotta be honest. And then Universe 4, all they wanted to do is pull off gimmicks and, deceive people. We got the robot universe, which basically low key cheated by using robots that could, you know, attach themselves to the ledger crap, which we didn't see at all in the tournament. Like, a lot of these universes, they aren't the most pure universes in the world, and we're not far from it either.
Yeah, that's so true. And you know, all this messed up, qualities that all these people have. Like honestly, Universe 9, they were probably better off staying eliminated for real.
They probably were, because I think their universe is a wasteland. It reminds me of Trunks' timeline. It reminds me of Detroit. It reminds me of Cleveland. It's it's just not that it's just not that beautiful of a place. But hey, life is life. Maybe they'll learn from their mistakes and do better in case there's another tournament. Here goes something I wanted you to think about. I remember when Universe 9 got eliminated, and that episode we saw that Angel actually smile, like he had a little smirk on his face. But after hearing this revelation about Zeno and the angels being on about this whole thing, what does that smirk mean? Because on one hand, like he was happy his universe was gone, but on the other hand, if you're right about what you said about the angels probably all being on this, why would he be smiling that they're gone?
Well, yeah, before the podcast started, I talked about how all the angels except Whis were in on this whole thing. And the reason I thought he was laughing was because he was like, oh, haha, you stupid immortals. You don't see that Zeno's just going to bring everyone back or have 17 bring everyone back. So I thought that's why he was smirking. But again, it could be for another, like, way more messed up reason. So I don't know. What do you think?
I thought maybe this just went over their head or whatever, but or maybe this is setting up for the future. But I thought that I thought I don't know what I think about it, because I hope it sets up something in the future, because I don't think we're ready to fight the angels. But I digress. But based on what the angels and the gods of destructions and the Kais were reacting to things throughout this tournament, it seemed like nobody was really on it except for the Grand Priest. That's kind of why he went down there and explained to our peoples, yeah, those are planned. Because if that's the case, you think the angels would have reassured their gods of destruction, hey man, just calm down. This is gonna be a fun tournament. We even seen the other angels like react to their peoples being erased. Like Whis' sister was basically crying over her universe being erased. The universe that had that had the protein
Here's the thing.
people.
I don't really think it was crying. If it looked really fucked.
I mean, she always played jokes with Champa. I don't mean like literal crying, but she was talking about, oh, Champa, I'm gonna miss you and whatnot. She was like, wait, why are you sitting with them? He was like, well, they're still alive, so ha. But like the other universe, we've seen them react when their people were gone, like the angels, that is. Like the angel who's with that really weird beefy universe that were nothing but cloaks. Basically, the universe. I forgot the universe name that Zamasu came from. Like their angel was like, oh, they're gone. Like he was legit, basically looking depressed about it. And then everybody came back and they were all happy. So that's why I'm saying I don't think nobody
If
was in on
that's
it.
the way things are, I guess what does that say for what does that say for that one angel?
I mean, that one, which angel? Like that was like
The
5
one that was
generations ago.
smirking.
I don't know. I think that's probably why. If anything, if they weren't in on it, he probably thought, "Oh shit, my universe is gone. I'm free." That's probably what he was thinking, if that's the case. And that's a probably good way to build up to it, make us all believe that, hey, this is a legit tournament. Because when we saw the Angels smirking, we saw everybody, had their heart drop. It was That's when things set in. Like, oh snap, this is about to get real.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Ooh,
I hope we don't have to fight the angel.
I don't think we're ready for it, because if we take Toriyama's statement correctly, our difference between Goku to Beerus from the beginning of Super is less than the distance between Beerus to Whis. And then you get the Grand Prix Sama, and then you got the other angels that are stronger than Whis. So, yeah, it'll take us longer than just 131 episodes to become their strength. But
And I also wonder what will happen to Goku because as we see in, I guess it's not a
uh,
like
it's
the
kind of like
pretty
an
much the
epilogue.
layout for the future. Yeah.
It's kind of like an epilogue, like you're saying. Like him and Vegeta were swapping hands, and he was talking with Vegeta like, "Hey man, I can't even go Ultra Instinct." And
Yeah, that was
Vegeta's like,
crazy. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think it's just him stating the obvious fact that some people probably be asking, like, wait, if Goku learned his new form, he could probably spam it anytime he wants to. I think he was kind of telling not Vegeta but the audience, like, hey man, I can only use this form when my body is like at 0%. I think that's what they were kind of going for with it.
well, that's not bad, I guess.
I mean, it's not. It
And
means
then
that if we have any future villains who are comparable to current Goku in terms of his power, they can still be a formidable foe until Goku goes Ultra Instinct. Then it's like, damn. But
here's a little theory I have though. Does this mean unless Goku does
you cut out
strongest kid?
again. Damn, dude, your internet.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Well, this theory that I have based on the epilogue that we watched, does this mean that Vegeta is stronger than Goku? Because unless somehow Goku finds a way to trigger Ultra Instinct, still has Royal Blue.
I mean, Royal Blue is relative to Kaioken times 20. I thought we had this established like 10 weeks ago. I mean,
No, yeah, you're right, but
yeah.
he can always like make that form better, whilst Kaioken Blue is just relying on Goku's power.
I mean, the Kaioken is a times 20 to what your power
Multiplier,
is.
right.
Yeah, so
So
if
if
Goku became stronger, that means his regular blue would become stronger as well. Like if you had if you have a base power level of 100 and you multiply that by let's just say 10, you're gonna have a power level of 1,000. Let's say you have a power level of 1,001 now. You multiply it by 10, you have a power level of 1,010. So you can, if he keeps training, he can make his Kaioken times 20 stronger because he's making himself stronger over time. Same for Vegeta with his Royal Blue.
right, but as we saw in the Tournament of Power, Royal Blue had some like really cool features regarding stamina to it, and then also some
Man, at this point, I don't even.
limit.
Hmm?
But
I was gonna say at this point, I don't think we should even be talking about stamina with these forms, because Goku after Ultra Instinct was able to go Super Saiyan 3. Goku after being drained was able to walk. Vegeta after getting slapped around was able to go Super Saiyan Blue then Royal Blue. Goku got up after Vegeta went down and went blue. Goku after basically getting shot by the aftermath of UI was able to get up, stop a key blast of Jiren, and then go Super Saiyan. So I don't even think stamina is really in question about Dragon Ball Super at this point.
oh yeah, that's really true. Well, I'm super excited for the future of this, and I hope their break isn't too long.
Yeah. Um, I guess that's it, everybody. We want to thank you all for watching this series. Hopefully, this will continue over when they bring back Dragon Ball Super. And for anybody's wondering, I think the podcast has been moved over to Sunday time, which is actually really beneficial because some people want to watch the podcast the day it drops on Saturday, and it overlaps with my stream times for some people. And it also means that I don't have to focus on recording and editing on a Friday when I can just do it on Friday, record, edit it, and then upload Sunday. So if anybody's wondering what's gonna happen in the Sunday time slot, you guys now know. And I want to thank you, Big A, for being on here with me. It's been it's been over half a year since we started this. Wow.
Yeah, man, like 20 episodes or some ridiculous shit like this. So I want to say to all of the community, thanks for having me on. This isn't the end. It really feels like it, though. I'll see you guys when Super is back on, and subscribe to Chasm.
Hell yeah. In fact, I think it's been more than 20 episodes. I think we started this at around episode
108?
Yeah, was it 10? Wasn't it 107? Well, if it was 107,
107.
if it was 107, that means we basically hit around the half a year mark because we had weekly gaps between 108 to 109/10, and then we had the weekly gap 2 weeks ago from 129 to 130. So yes,
Man, we've been.
damn, we've been grinding for a long ass time.
Yeah, man. Thanks for letting me be a part of this cool ass experience.
No problem, man. I'm happy that this is able to go down the way it did. And like I say, guys, we want to thank you all for watching, because this is why we do the series, for you guys and also your inputs. If you're new here, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment and subscription if you like the series. Check out the Twitter, Twitch links as well, and the Discord server link, because we're starting to grow. We're hoping to hit 20 people on the server by the end of March. And yeah, guys, I guess we're gonna get out of here. The gates still are open, and I guess I gotta go close them. So, oh yeah,
Kamehameha!
we forgot to do our ratings. I forgot about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, whatever.